How's it going, guys? We just reviewed Across the Spider-Verse, and now we're gonna go beyond the spoilers.
Yeah,
beyond the spoilers. How's it going, guys? Welcome to our spoiler discussion for Across the Spider-Verse. If you guys have seen the movie, we're going to be talking all of the nitty-gritty, all of the spoilers, all of the Easter eggs in this section. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely go out of your way, go watch that movie right now, because it's good.
It's good.
It's
great.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And for you guys who don't know, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, and that is a big milestone for us. We are very grateful for it. We love making these reviews and meme content, and we're just happy that you guys are along the ride with us as three friends just making shit about movies. So we thank you for the support, guys.
Keep the notifications on because we're going to have a lot more stuff coming. Cool. So, Alvin, do you want to start off with the spoilers? I know you said you had a lot that you wanted to say that you couldn't get into because you don't want to spoil anything. So, where do we start?
There's so much in this movie, and it's not even just Spider-Man related, it's Miles related. I think Miles' character is so good in this. I love the story trope of someone who's Spider-Man has to balance being life, right? Where he's a student and he has a job, or like he has family.
Responsibilities.
Yeah, exactly. I love that when he is late to his parents' meeting because he has to stop the spot.
And the cake scene too. I was like, man, he got a really nice cake and she's like, can you write smaller? Can you write shorter?
Exactly. I love all of that where it's like he has to balance his life, and he's been Spider-Man for like a year and 4 months.
Yeah.
He's a great Spider-Man.
He is.
He's a fantastic Spider-Man.
He's a people's champ.
Yeah,
it's like, I thought it was really funny too when there's someone that stole like sneakers. He's like, and just wanted to trip him.
And then the taxi takes the cakes.
That was great. Just so much style is oozing from this movie.
I love it.
And it's really good.
Yeah, and I think also this movie does a really good job where even though there's hundreds of different spider beings presented in this movie, it is still Miles' story.
Which I was the most scared of watching it before, because I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't know if this movie can keep a good focused story while balancing this whole spider society shit. And I'm very happy it does, because the spider stuff is only Act 3. So Act 1 and 2, it's really about Miles and Gwen and setting the stage for the ending of the trilogy. So I think it's great.
I thought what was such an interesting discussion that they have in this movie is like kind of talking about like destiny and like fate. And like there's the whole thing in this movie is like canon events and like things that are destined to happen as a spider person. Like, you know, losing the captain in your life. And that is, I thought, such a great conversation where sometimes they're saying as a spider person, as a hero, you have to turn a blind eye because that's just the way the world works. And Miles is like, no, why does it have to be that way? Why can't I save both? Why can't I save everyone? I'm like, yo, this guy is the best Spider-Man. And one thing I didn't get to say in the actual reviews that I liked in Into the Spider-Verse, it asked the question, who can wear the mask? This movie asks, how do you wear the mask? And that is such a great like 1-2 punch.
I agree.
It's like,
I can't wait to see the question for Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I know. It's gonna be so good. So good. What do you guys think about the spot? We didn't go too much into the spot. I know he was a tease in the beginning, and then you kind of see where he's gonna be ending up now.
Very menacing. Very menacing.
Yeah, he's really fucking strong.
Yeah.
It was like when you first see him, like, oh, this guy's a joke. Let me rob you. Let me rob you.
I'm not robbing you. I'm robbing the bank.
They're the real criminals.
And I was like, oh, just make this a pleasant experience for me.
I think he was robbing experience.
He was great. I think he was funny. But also they're setting the stage for him to be a very menacing threat because as we see, he keeps going to these other universes to go to their collider and absorb the dark matter to become even stronger. When you see his final form where he's all black and has the white spots where they invert it. That was so good. I'm like, man, this guy's gonna fuck shit up.
And just his animation style where it's like very
like sketchy.
Concept art.
It's like pencil.
It's so good. So nice. I liked him. And then it was Jason Schwartzman. He did a great job. Because did you guys like that he was essentially the guy from the first movie, right? He's the one that took the bagel out.
It was a cool
that worked. That was funny. Obviously, I don't think they planned that originally. But I thought
you're the bagel guy. In the face with the
because that was one of the most memorable scenes in the first one.
When
it says bagel. But I also liked with the scene where Miles is in the parent-teacher conference and then he's like, there are people who can teach me the things that I want to learn.
Go beyond New York.
Yeah.
New Jersey. Isn't New Jersey a little bit far?
Yeah.
New Jersey's too far from New York?
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah. I love that. It's like, oh, there's so many things I want to learn that I can't learn them from people in New York.
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome. Like,
that was great.
It's just the idea of kids, like, leaving the nest, being able to spread their wings.
Yeah. Aspirations.
Spread your wings. Let the kids spread your wings, man. Like,
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. It's... This Miles Morales character is just so relatable that anyone can see themselves in Miles. And I think that's the whole point of a character like Miles Morales. Anyone can see themselves in him.
Also, one thing I thought was very interesting is I think they developed Gwen Stacy much more in this movie than we even got in the first one. And I thought they did a really great job. Now we get to actually see her backstory. And we do see that Peter Parker is the lizard in her universe, which was said before. But... I'm like, damn, when I saw him turn into that disgusting monster.
It's like a crocodile.
And
you
fell so far, Peter.
Yeah.
It was tragic. It was
and
really sad.
He's like, I want to be like you.
Yeah.
Like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
He knew. He always knew.
And she's like, Gwen? Who's Gwen?
Yeah.
And he's like, he's reaching for the mask. I'm like, oh my
it's
gosh.
so sad.
Yeah. And then Captain Stacy comes in right after. And he's like, freeze.
Yeah, that was so
her webs around. She's like, oh, I put my hands up. All right, put your hands up. Get on the ground. All right, do I put my hands up or do I get on the ground?
That was during the Vulture scene.
Oh, wait, that was the end? Oh,
no,
right.
That was the same scene you're talking about.
No, that was when he sees that Peter died the first time.
Yeah. She dipped.
Yeah.
Mine is the end of the Vulture scene.
Yeah.
Of the
gotcha.
Also, the Vulture design
was so good. So medieval.
Funny.
So good.
His technology was like crazy. Like he had his own goblin bombs.
It was like Paper Mario.
Yeah. Goblin bombs. I thought when he had the
fire.
The fire, like, god damn. It was like his own hyper beam.
Yeah.
That was great.
Cool.
And then I think Oscar Isaac did a phenomenal job as Miguel O'Hara. He's very menacing, but also like very
jacked.
He's yoked.
He is not natty. I'll tell you that right now. No. He is not natty.
Yeah. I think he plays it like he's like a dark, mysterious character, but he's also like very. He's the leader. He's the leader of the Spider Society.
And he has to carry that burden, which I thought was like so great.
Yeah.
Is he was like, oh, I'm the only one that's trying to keep all this together, and he feels the whole universe, the whole. Yeah. What do you call it? Arachno, humanoid, multi-connected universe.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something stupid.
Miles called it Spider-Verse, something like that.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Because also what he said wasn't Chris Pine the second guardian of looking over the universe? Like, oh, by your mistake, you let him die. Now I'm having to do this all by myself. Didn't he say that?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if that Jordan was a part of the Spider Society yet.
Yeah, I don't think he was, but the reason he said that is because if Miles didn't get bitten by the spider,
he would have been the guardian.
Peter Parker could have stopped the collider right there, but then Miles distracted Peter. So because Peter Parker died, Miles let the collider happen, which disrupted the multiverse.
Yeah. So you're saying that the Spider Society was made after that?
Definitely.
Event? You think so?
It was made as like a...
I think it's been around for years.
Because he's in the future. Miguel O'Hara is Spider-Man 2099, so he has the foresight. So I'm guessing because it's relative to time and space, so it's just like a bunch of... Like, okay.
Mumbo jumbo.
Or not mumbo jumbo, but just like, this happened at this specific time.
Yeah.
But then he can go back in time.
Yeah.
And then just like fix it, right? Because
I guess, because technically time's all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
For people. So, okay. So I guess we can't really talk too much about that because we don't really know.
Yeah.
But I thought one thing that was really interesting is in the trailers, they really play 2099 as a very cold, like menacing character. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was very refreshing to still see like he had a lot of funny moments when like there was I think Spider Knight or like there was a Spider-Man that had the Doc Ock arms, and then he's like, oh, is there some web on me? He's like, no, Miles is on you. He's right behind you.
Get him.
Yeah, that was great. He's like, oh, get Spider-Man. Yeah. You? Yeah. Miles, get Miles.
That whole Spider Society sequence was so good. Yeah. Just seeing all the Easter eggs and cameos. And like Donald Glover was there.
That was the big cameo.
They paid off something from 6 years ago in Homecoming.
Yeah. Right? Homecoming did nothing with.
Yeah. I hope they play upon that in the MCU. You know, just kind of like build upon that. But I don't know what's gonna happen because it's like they're completely different franchises and like movies and stuff. Like who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised if the MCU just because now they're introducing Miles, if they just kind of do the similar beats of Into the Spider-Verse. Like obviously I don't think they're gonna do multiverse for Miles, but like the same thing as Uncle Aaron is his Uncle Ben, because I think what we've seen with the MCU, obviously they do take some risks, like with the Guardians of the Galaxy, that was not a proven commodity, but they established that. But like when you look at Into the Spider-Verse, that essentially really influenced No Way Home. So I wouldn't be surprised.
No Way Home and so many other multiverse stories now, because we're in the multiverse era where everything is multiverse.
Which I can also see there's maybe a little bit of a fatigue or a burnout of that, because I know Flash is also a multiverse story. So
I did say at the end, I told Amber after we walked out of the movie, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see Beyond the Spider-Verse, but once I see Beyond the Spider-Verse, I think I'm done with multiverse for a bit, because like everybody's doing it. Mortal Kombat's doing it, Flash is doing it.
Deadpool's probably gonna do it.
Yeah, it's like everyone's doing multiverse. I'm kind of sick of, and also King Dynasty. Isn't that an entire...
Well, we don't know what's gonna happen till then.
Yeah. But I think, just everyone's doing the multiverse trope that I think I'm kind of gonna be burnt out after this. I think nothing will do it as good as this.
I think Spider-Verse has done the multiverse the best.
Yeah.
I agree. What do you guys think of Peter B. Parker? He wasn't in this movie as much as the first one.
I like that.
But he has a big change.
He has a baby.
Yep. He has a baby? You got a baby?
Yeah. I loved it when they're... Like, Peter B. Parker gives the speech to Miles, like, I had her because of you.
Yeah. I love being around you. You were an amazing person to be around. And it made me excited to see if I can help raise someone to be like you. I'm like, damn.
So good.
I wanted Miles to hold Mayday so bad.
Yeah. And he was holding it.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Such a great movie.
Cause that was so sad, and I was telling them that I was like, man, it just Miles felt so alone in this movie that Gwen wasn't being completely honest with him. Peter B. Parker wasn't being completely honest with him, and when he was having that heart-to-heart moment, and you hear in Peter B. Parker's watch, we got your location, and he's like, no, you don't have my location. You just see Miles' face like, wow, he felt like you betrayed me. You were just having this talk just to buy them time to get me, and I was like, damn, dude. But that was sad.
I also love how just like clever Miles is, where like he doesn't have a plan, but he improvises on the spot.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I have a plan, I just don't know what it is right now.
Yeah.
No, on the spot.
Yeah, no pun intended. But like when he's on the train going to the moon, he then realizes all the Spider Society is chasing him, which leaves the base empty.
Yeah.
So he just free dives there.
Yeah.
And it was so
Invisible
good.
too. Invisible was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this movie so much.
And I like that the VR girl,
Spider-Bite,
she chose not to fuck with Miles.
Exactly.
He was so scared. You see 2099 try to break into, and you see a scared Miles, and she's like, you know, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah. She made her choice. She decided how she wore the mask.
Is she on the team at the end? I think she is.
Yeah.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you even what that was so interesting is if you look at the poster for the one where Miles is upside down, his face divides the poster into two, and everyone on the right side is everyone that's on his new team.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
And all of the left one is all the people that are against.
That's genius,
dude. Beyond is gonna go so hard.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah. Damn. And so, like you said, it comes out in like less than a year, 9 months or.
It comes out in March. I believe.
March.
That's weird. It's not another summer movie. It would feel like they would put it.
They might push it back just to see because of how good this movie is.
Also, it could be if Avengers is coming out next year, if there's another big summer movie, they're like, oh, let me just steer clear if we know this movie's guaranteed
until
to make
the month
money.
of March.
Because like when did Mario come out? March, right?
May.
Yeah. Was it May? April.
Yeah.
So I think we can still see that movies that are
money.
good and have a positive word of mouth will definitely make money even if it's before the summer.
Yeah, definitely.
John Wick was March, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
John Wick and Creed.
Made a lot of money.
Yeah. So I guess how do you guys feel about the twist?
I thought we didn't go into this. I thought it was really cringe.
Wow.
Cringe of when they do evil clone stuff. Obviously, I know it's not a clone.
Yeah.
But having just also read Spider-Man Life Story for the first time, and that story was plagued with the Clone Saga isms. And I'm like, dude, when I saw that in this movie, I'm you but evil. I'm evil Miles. I thought that was dumb, but I loved it when they do that bait and switch where you think he's going back home. Because I actually told Omi in the movies, I'm like, why are all the spider people going back to like Earth? What was it 15-10-10 or something?
For Miles.
Miles
16-10.
16-10.
Yeah.
So they went to Miles's home, and I told Omi, I was like, why are they going to Miles's home? They said he was going to Earth 42. Why are they going?
Wow, this guy's smart.
Yeah, and also you just see it like he has a different
sweater. The jacket.
His room is decorated differently, and the dad's not there.
Yeah.
The dad is not there.
Yeah.
And that was tough.
That's the biggest thing I just want to ask you guys, because this whole premise of this movie was the canon events and the idea of the captain's dying. So the dad got promoted to being captain in 2 days.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is saying you have to let your dad die. And Miles like, no, I can do both. I can save them. I'm Spider-Man. I can do this. And I'm asking you guys, do you guys see Captain Morales surviving this next movie?
No, because that's.
I see. I
hope
think he
so,
can do
but
it.
I don't think he'll do it.
I think he can do it.
I think
that's gonna be such a big burden to carry. Like I guess him coming to terms with
knowing
what is the reality. That's too sad.
But that's what makes him Spider-Man.
But also, as Spider-Man, he can choose his own destiny.
Yeah,
he's an anomaly.
I love that. I love that. I love that when Miguel keeps telling him he's an anomaly.
You're a mistake.
You're the original anomaly, right? Because
So
Spot got the spider from Earth 42. Yeah,
it's so good.
I rewatched Into the Spider-Verse before I watched Across, and then the spider is actually glitched. But I thought in the movie it was just an art style, but then now they gave it a story reason.
Did they show 42 on the spider as well?
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, it's in the intro.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, they thought about it so well.
Yeah. They interconnected it like expertly.
Yeah, and I love when Miles is like, everyone keeps telling me how to live my life.
I'm gonna do my own way.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
I'm gonna do my own way.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
You gotta go home, man.
Yeah.
No, Shamik Moore is great. I like Shamik Moore.
Yeah, Shamik Moore is a star, and if they do a live action Miles, do you guys see Shamik Moore possibly being that Miles?
Because I mean, he's only be too old.
I would want to be old. I would want it to be, but I think they're gonna go with like Miles Brown, right?
But like, look at how old is Tom Holland?
26, 27?
Yeah, how old is Shamik Moore? I would imagine at least
he's almost 30.
Yeah,
same age.
So I think he could still be an older Miles.
I would love him to be an experienced Miles.
Yeah, because I don't think we need another young Miles.
Or I don't want another origin story of Miles. Like we just got it in 2018, and you're not gonna top it.
Yeah, I think the only way Shamik Moore can be Miles if he's the experienced one instead of the one from high school with the origin story.
That's true. In college already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like doing what.
So what if he's older than Peter? So I guess if they're doing the multiverse Secret Wars. Well, yeah, I guess we can see him in Secret Wars as older Miles.
Yeah, older than Peter.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, how do you guys think the next movie will go? And, like, because there are canon events, but also, like, so Miles is now stuck in Earth 42. And that Earth does not have a Peter Parker, does not have a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or we don't know it doesn't have a Peter Parker, we know it doesn't have a Spider person protecting that.
Yeah, it could... Well, no, it doesn't have a Spider-Man because they lost their spider.
Exactly.
Yeah, so but it doesn't have a Peter Parker. Yeah.
It might have a Peter Parker.
There's no Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's no Spider-Man, but there's a Peter Parker for sure. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, at least, I hope they're not in that Earth 42 for too long, honestly. I think, I hope, like, the opening 15 minutes, and then they're able to just get out of there.
Yeah. Because I want to hit the ground running. I want to see Spot wrecking shop.
Yeah.
And also because we still have to resolve 2099 as an antagonist, and then eventually probably coming together.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to waste too much time on evil clone Miles.
Unless the movie's really long, which I'm more...
I don't want that.
Yeah, really?
I think that's what's so good about Into the Spider-Verse. Like, it's never self-indulgent. Like we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Like, it was long, but I think you said you enjoyed it because you like the character so much. Mm-hmm. But I still want beyond... It's like, at the end of the day, it's telling a concise story. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want it to be overindulgent. Like, you guys love these characters, so we're going to give you fun interactions with them. Like, no, just keep it concise.
Yeah.
Make it 2 hours. It can be 2:10, but I do not want it to be like a 3-hour movie.
I agree.
It doesn't need it. Does not need it.
Keep it focused and concise. Cause that's like, tell me what you want to say in the least amount of words possible and make it as concise as you can be.
Yeah.
That I was even saying this, but I don't know if they would do it, but I think even a more tragic ending was, what if, since Miles is the anomaly, he can save his dad and his parents, but he has to give his own life. That could be really tragic. I don't know if they would do that, but that'd be really sad, I feel like, if Miles was like, for me to save the people I love, I have to choose that I will give my life to save them. That'd be sad. That'd be really sad.
I don't think Miles will die, but I think he'll have to make a sacrifice play where, because Earth 42's spider bit him...
What if he has to give his powers?
I would fix the anomaly. That's what makes Spider-Man. That's what makes Spider-Man
That's
Spider-Man.
brutal.
That would suck too.
Yeah,
but that's how the only way to prevent the anomaly from happening. You give up your spider powers. That's brutal.
So you can go back in time?
No, not go back in time. But if they're essentially able to rectify the original anomaly, he can still exist, but he just never got bit.
But that's what would be a huge.
So it's like essentially a Spider-Man no more, but it's now being content with that.
Yeah. That'd be tough.
Like, it was the ultimate Spider-Man, and that ultimate sacrifice is giving up being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So someone else that... But then, I don't know. Because then I still... He deserves to be Spider-Man.
He for sure deserves it, but I think there'll just be some type of sacrifice.
There has to be. There definitely has to be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man does. You endure.
Yeah.
Your resilience.
Exactly.
Anything else you want to say before we close off this spoiler discussion, guys?
I don't know. Just I love the Spider People. Hobie was great. Spider-Man India was great.
Jessica Drew was great too. She was really... She was like a good co-captain with Miguel O'Hara. She was a real hard ass. And I was like, man, you can see the amount of disappointment she had in Gwen like multiple times. Like, hey, if you can't get this done, like
you're off the team.
Yeah. So that was good. I love that scene where it was Gwen and Miles talking on the top, and I was like, man.
Oh, That wide shot when they're just in the corner and then you see all of Manhattan upside down.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was good. That was and when he put his hand
and then takes it back
closer.
Yeah, she was like, oh.
But it doesn't end well.
It never ends well, and then he was like, oh, he feels bad, so that's fine. And she leans on his shoulder.
No, but he says like, oh, it can always be different or something.
Yeah.
Choice.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that was interesting going back to Jessica Drew's is I thought it was really cool how they showed kind of the generational outlook that those characters had. Like Miguel O'Hara and Jessica Drew, they're more stuck in their ways, a little more stubborn. Or both sides are stubborn because they both believe what they're doing is right. Yeah. But they're like, this is just the way the universe works. You can't interrupt destiny. Mm-hmm. And then now new generation, Gwen Stacy, Miles, and like Penny, all these younger, newer Spider-Man, they're saying, no, why can't I make my own way? Gotta do my own way. So I thought it was really cool seeing the two generations kind of clash with each other. I thought they did that really well.
Yeah. So I guess the final thing, Beyond the Spider-Verse, do you see the live action? Tobey Maguire, Andrew, Tom Holland.
I hope not. I hope this is their own.
Because even I thought this was too invasive with
the clips.
The clips. I'm like, oh, if it's in the background in the web, that's fine. But the way they did it with Andrew Garfield and the Venom, that was dumb.
Oh yeah. Miss Chen.
I feel like you've seen this before. Yeah. I thought that was too much. So I just don't want the live action stuff to feel like it takes over because at the end of the day, to me, this is premium Spider-Man content. We don't need the reliance on stuff that we've seen before. We don't
also you're showing it's inferior stuff. Like just keep it on this, keep it a good focused story, and you can sprinkle in those every now and then. But I think I don't want to see Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield because they had their moment in No Way Home. Like this is
I agree. No Way Home doesn't hold a candle to this movie, bro.
It doesn't.
Seriously, it's not. No Way Home is not a good movie. But
it's a fun movie. It's better than most Marvel MC movies. Though.
It's a fun movie, but when you think about we're not getting.
Yeah, it's not canon. Yeah, it's not. That's a canon event disrupted. That's a whole multiverse that fucked up everything.
Yeah,
because you send them back. But yeah, you said this is not a Spider-Man discussion video or a No Way Home discussion video. But yeah, we loved this movie. Those are some of our thoughts on the spoilers. If you guys have seen the movie, who is your favorite Easter egg? We got $20.99. We got Unlimited, Donald Glover. We got Spectacular. We got Insomniac Spider-Man. That was really cool. Yuri Lowenthal was there.
Yeah.
Peter Parked Car.
Peter Parked Car. A lot of good ones. We got the 60s cartoon Spider-Man. That was hilarious.
It was flat.
Yeah. It was good. This is a very fun movie.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and what are you most excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse. It's been me, Amir.
Me, Omid.
I'm Alvin.
Have a great one, guys. See you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.